Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rifia and I would like to present about my proposal under the title The Effect of TikTok to Facilitate Development Ideas in Students' English Writing. And the background of this study is according to Black, using online interaction platforms in learning a language can develop distinct components of students' cultural, linguistic, and social identities and shift their attention from form and structure to the function and meaning. Furthermore, TikTok is a mobile application that enables the users to create the short form video as creatively as possible. And then, according to Andujar, TikTok is categorized as visual-based teaching and learning material, which allows students to look the situations and phenomena that are not provided in the textbook. And then the advantages of TikTok is not just for pleasure, but also it can encourage the learning and teaching process using multimedia and social network. Therefore, TikTok can be applied in English learning. And Jack Richard and Willie Renandia state that writing is the most difficult skill for second language students to be mastered. And according to Harmer, using music and pictures are very good to stimulate writing and speaking ability. So there are several previous studies conducted by implementing TikTok in English skill, and the most previous studies is about speaking skill. The studies about implementing TikTok in writing skill is still limited. Therefore, the researcher decides to conduct the study by implementing TikTok as a media to facilitate students in developing ideas in English writing, and the genre that will be implemented is narrative text because no one studied the implementing TikTok in writing narrative text. And the research question of the study is, do students achieve better development ideas in English writing after applying TikTok videos? The research objective of this study is to investigate the effectiveness of TikTok videos to facilitate development ideas in English writing. And then the definition of K-term of the study. TikTok. The first is TikTok. TikTok is the latest social media owned by China's company that allows the users to create and share short videos with music that can involve lip sync, sketch comedy, dancing, and jokes. And the second is development idea. Development idea is the process of refining ideas by identifying some specific elements in order to become the greatest idea. And the next is writing. Writing is the activity to express human thoughts or ideas in the form of text or script. And then narrative text. Narrative text is text that used to entertain the readers about the story that happened in the past, which is related to the real experience, imagination, and complicated events that lead to a crisis which ultimately find a solution. And then the literature review. The first is about TikTok. TikTok can be applied as educational uh, tool in English learning. It is in line with the ideas of Ismail and friends. They conducted TikTok in the English class, so they state that TikTok is useful for educational process, especially for learning English language because TikTok application allows the user to create interesting videos by inserting visual subjects, music, and voiceover text, etc. Therefore, TikTok can assist students to master some important English skills such as speaking, listening, reading, and writing. And then for writing, writing is about the action that done by humans to convey their idea in the form of text or script. Therefore, the purpose of writing is to express the idea and to impress the readers. And then for narrative text used to amuse or to entertain and deals with the actual experience. The narrative text deal with the problematic events that lead to certain crises or turning points and find the solution. There are several generic structure of narrative text, which are orientation, complication, and resolution. And then The research method. The research method used in this study, the first is research design. The study using experimental research design, exactly pre-experimental research design, and the subject of the study. The subject of the study is the students in ninth grade of SMPN 9 Gresik, which is located at Balong Panggang, Gresik, East Java. And then the data that requires in this study is the score of the pre-test and post-test of writing narrative text. The source of the data comes from students in ninth grade of SMPN 9 Gresik. And then the research instrument is test, consists of pre-test and post-test after giving the treatment. And then the data collection technique, the data will be collected by conducting the pre-test and post-test after giving the treatment. The result of the pre-test and post-test will be submitted to the researcher. And then for analyze the data, the researcher calculating the score of the pre-test and post-test after giving the treatment using paired simple sample t-test and will be calculated using SPSS 25. That's all from my presentation. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.